Hello and welcome back to another episode of Steve's Reviews. So today, I've come to the great outdoors to review something that's a little bit unusual. Now, some of you are probably thinking that I'm stood next to a bike with its, handlebars and light on the front. But in fact, I'm standing in front of this. An ElliptiGO. This is the ElliptiGO 11R, a bizarre looking contraption that resembles both a bike and a step machine that you'd find in your local gymnasium. This particular model is ElliptiGO's premium option by having carbon fibre drive arms, and whatever they are, they're supposed to reduce both weight and road vibrations. Its name, the 11R, comes from the fact that this model has a total of 11 gears. This contraption both confuses and intrigues me, and I'm very excited to learn some more. Now, if you think that I'm just going to jump on one of these and have a go, you're mistaken, because I'm not that stupid. I have no idea how these work. So I've actually got someone to show me how these work, and it's actually his bike. So Dan, hello.
Hello.
This is Dan, and this is his ElliptiGO. So Dan, can you please explain how these work?
Yeah, it's a bit like being at the gym on the elliptical machine, I suppose. But basically your legs and your core are powering basically the back wheel, which is the equivalent of, I suppose, a bike. You're just not sat down, you're stood up.
So it's basically like the gym in the great outdoors, is that right?
Yeah, I'd say, yeah. And you get to see this beautiful countryside at the same time.
That it is. Right, okay, so would you do me a favour and show me how it works? Get your helmet on and just go backwards and forwards to show me, rather than me jumping on this and killing myself, which is probably going to happen anyway. Oh dear. Right, so it is exactly how he said. He is using it like an elliptical machine, except it's moving him forward, which is a really interesting concept. It looks like it has quite a wide turning circle, though. He looks like he's having fun. How was that?
That's good, good. I think now over to you, maybe, is it?
Well, I guess probably is over to me.
Do it how you feel comfortable, but like that's how I get on it.
I don't do it how I feel I don't feel comfortable anyway. For God's sake. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible.
As soon as your foot's in that second thing, you'll be fine. It's just that bit that's the weird bit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So now get comfortable. Just move your foot in.
Oh my God. This feels so horrible. Yeah. Dan, help! Dan! I can't turn! How do you stop? Okay, Dan hasn't told me how I stop. So looks like I'm just gonna carry on going. Dan, help! Okay, I'm kind of getting used to this now. It's actually quite fun. All right, let's turn this up a notch. Do you know what? After you've got over the initial terror of how it looks and how you pedal this thing, it's actually quite fun. And it feels, weirdly, sort of easier than cycling, but harder than running. Feels like I'm getting a good workout anyway. Do you know what? I really enjoy this. It's unusual. It will turn a few heads, not gonna lie, but I do like it. It is an unusual sensation, moving my feet backwards and forwards to pedal the bike or ElliptiGO. It is a very unusual sensation indeed. But it's quite an easy sensation. I'm surprised how quickly I'm getting used to riding this actually. Very surprised indeed. I'll tell you what it feels like. This sort of feels a bit like a scooter. A little bit like a scooter. Oh, flies. Well, I'm picking up some speed now. So I've established that this is quite a fun and easy way of moving around, but is it worth it? Is it worth having people turn their heads and look at you to see what you're doing? I think it's probably wise to go back to the studio now and have a look at how much they are, and let's have a look at the science behind it. Oh, there's a water bottle here, which is quite nice. Nice handy place to have a water bottle. Now that we're back in the studio and I've had a haircut and shave, let's take a look at some of the benefits, or supposed benefits, of riding an ElliptiGO. So they call it stand-up cycling, which is true. I mean, you do in fact stand up whilst cycling. On here it says there are 6 main benefits to stand-up cycling. Number 1, you have a low impact on your bottom. No, your knees. I thought that was a picture of your bottom. It's not. It's actually your knees. Low impact on your knees, because it's a smooth motion, apparently. It's fun to ride, which, to be honest, they should probably leave to the judgment of people that ride it, not just telling us it's fun to ride. The third point is that it's comfortable, and it says that the natural standing up riding position reduces stress on your neck and back whilst completely eliminating seat pain, which is absolutely true because it hasn't got a seat. But that seems self-explanatory because it doesn't have a seat. Apparently, your heart is more healthy on this because it burns 33% more calories than a normal bike. Well, that's quite interesting. The next point is great full body workout. It says that the standing up position engages your core and upper body in addition to your legs, which is unlike a normal bicycle because that really only engages your arms and your legs, mostly your legs. Now the last point it says here, it just says the word outside. Meant to ride freely outdoors on the same paths that you walk, jog, run or bike. It's not really a benefit of stand-up cycling. I mean, you can go outdoors if you don't stand-up cycle. I mean, I can open the front door and walk out of it. Or my feet. I don't have to be on an ElliptiGO to do it. Okay, so it seems like they're claiming there's quite a few benefits to using this long term. Now, I can't verify any of what they say over a long period because I've only had one go of it. But my impression is that yes, it does seem to do more of a full body workout because I could feel my core aching after having that go, which was about half an hour. I was using muscles that I wouldn't usually use. So yes, I'd agree in the sense that it probably does give you a better workout than a normal bike. What's its other claims? Better on your knees. Yes, I would also agree with that because my knees are terrible. I used to cycle a lot when I was a kid, and since then my knees have never been the same. I'm really tall as well, which doesn't help. Most things in this world are built for people who are tiny, which means that my knees get a hammering on a daily basis. Well, with this, my knees weren't hurting as much as riding a normal bike. So yeah, I would say that it is a low impact on your knees. And I could probably verify the comfortable. It was pretty comfortable. Okay, fine. It was a bit of an unusual stance, but it definitely was comfortable. And yes, it does say it eliminates seat pain. And yes, I can in fact verify that. Again, because it doesn't have a seat. The most important thing is the price though. So let's have a look how expensive this product is. I believe they've got a few different options. And the one I tried was this one. I think it was the 11R. Okay, how much is it? Okay. Doesn't seem to have a price. Long stripe bikes. Okay, long stripe bikes, that's the one. The 11. Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay. That is an expensive piece of kit. So the ElliptiGO 11R, which I think is the one I was riding of Dan's, correct me if I'm wrong, Dan, I'm sorry, but the 11R is €3,999, which equates to what? 3,999 euros. That's £3,500. That's nearly 5,000 US dollars. That's quite expensive. I mean, the cheapest one on here, which is the 3C, the 3C is still 2,000 euros. So what's that? 2,000 euros. That's £1,700 and nearly $2,500. That's quite expensive for what is essentially a bike without a seat. Now that we've got all of the facts together, let's go over some final thoughts on the ElliptiGO. Firstly, let's set price aside. Just over there, maybe over there actually. It's a fun device to ride, and it feels like you're getting a full workout, and it feels as well like you're using a lot more muscles than you would do on a normal bike. But in a way it also feels easier to ride because you're not as hard wearing on the knees or on the back. So it does better for your health, and it's not as horrible on all of your joints. If that sounds like it's for you, then please, by all means, go ahead. However, the price, for me, is what brings it down. I mean, that is a ridiculous price to charge for a device that is essentially a bike. I mean, in all honesty, yes, it's got some fun things on it, and yes, it's made of bits of carbon fibre and some high-end materials. But does that warrant it being nearly £4,000? No. No, it doesn't. All I would say is that if the price was lower, somewhere in the region of £800, I might consider getting one myself. But for the price they've set, for me, probably not. Don't get me wrong, I can understand the benefits for the right individual, but it really has to be the right individual, and that individual needs a lot of spare money. And that concludes my review of the ElliptiGO. Guys, if you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you back for another episode of Stu's Reviews soon. 4,000. 4,000 euros. Ridiculous.